This episode is brought to you by BetUS.com. Life is back on, sports bettors, and BetUS has your MLB, NHL, NBA, UFC, PGA, and yes, NFL betting lines up for their 27th year and live betting on all of it. Log in to BETUS.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS for 125% bonuses with the promo code DSP125 or 200% bonuses using crypto with the promo code DSP200. Customer service pros are ready to get your phone, social, and online sports betting kickoff started now. Play with the proven mainstay in the industry. BetUS. You bet, you win, you get paid. BetUS.com.
The Drunk Sports Podcast.
This drama contains adult language and partial nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
Previously on the Drunk Sports Podcast.
All right, I'm going to choose these out of what it makes me feel like to do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Happy Day song actually makes me feel like I should take off my pants and wipe a window with my ass back and forth into the groove of the tune.
Like I was just doing on the chair behind me?
Yeah, just
sort of grinding up on this bar stool behind me.
Right. So that's what
Colby, can you push in my stool?
No. Dear God, we ain't got to hear you tippity type on your damn phone searching for the next song.
Click, 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 click. I was saying click, by the way, with a CK.
I'm glad
Sorry.
you clarified that.
Right.
I needed to clarify that real quick so we all knew what I was talking about. Is this? Uh-oh, we're not working.
Uh-oh.
Hang on.
We're not Bluetooth connected.
Everybody stop.
All right, I should
down.
All right, I should vamp.
Stop down. It told me it was connected.
Well, it's not. So
we're reconnecting.
We're reconnecting as we speak.
We are. I liked when he slid down the tail of the dinosaur when he got off work.
Even though the tail of the dinosaur had all the spiky things on it that somehow he just missed.
It's a cartoon, Colby.
Right. Well, I mean, they didn't have to draw the spiky things. They could have left them off.
Well, they had to be realistic a little bit. You got to be historically accurate like a little bit, right? Even in the Flintstones.
Well, I mean, according to some paleontologists or whatever, that the dinosaurs were actually just giant feathered chickens, so it was nowhere near accurate.
In music news, at number 1 on the college charts this summer, Better Than Ezra. At number 2, Ezra. Stay hard, Norm Macdonald. That's a tough one right there. God damn it. All right, well, at least it's 5th place.
It did, you know.
All
what?
right.
DuckTales didn't matter because the Cops was going to win anyway.
Bastards. I hate the show. I quit.
Hey, you're supposed to back the Blue. Don't call the Cops bastards.
So that's not what that show was about.
I mean,
that show is more about the criminals than it is the cops. It should have been called Criminals.
It should have been called, what is it, Mr. Florida? Florida guy?
A man in Florida.
Man.
A Florida man.
Florida man.
Florida man.
I'll get around to it eventually.
Yeah, I'll find it.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
How many hot tub visits to Casey and Jaden? Jaden?
What?
Who's Casey and Jaden?
I don't know.
We have new friends.
There we go. You found
Casey
them.
and Jaden.
Mm-hmm. You know, you could stop at the first after 30 buckets of beer or whatever. You didn't have to keep trying to find other things to throw in there with it because eventually you're going to run out and have just a whole bunch of jumble bunny in your mouth because you can't come up with words to hit right.
Jumble bunny.
That happens to me all the time.
Tape. Nope.
And he's going to be shit pants right there to Lance, and it's going to piss off Lance, and then we've got to try and work that out because nobody likes a pissed off Lance, even if he is far enough away he can't hit you.
Yep.
So Nicki Minaj has been in the news because she won't take the vaccine because the vaccine made one of her friends or something's testicles swell up to where they actually were impotent. So according to health experts, by the way, some COVID, does affect your penis, but it's not in the way where it makes your testicles swell. So don't have to worry about swollen testicles as far as most health officials are concerned. If it's something that you do want to have happen, I guess go get vaccinated and see if it works.
Was Nicki Minaj worried about her testicles?
That's what was confusing is because she said the reason why she didn't get vaccinated was because of her friend that ended up with swollen testicles, which then makes me wonder, Not too much because, well, she's pretty much been naked before, and I didn't notice any hanging fruit. So,
All right, let's start at number 9 because, Lance, there are no honorable mentions.
what the?
In deference to time, we're eliminating the honorable mention feature from this segment.
Okay.
So let's start at number 9, shall we? Out of USC, 1969 number 1 overall draft pick from the Buffalo Bills. O.J. the Juice Simpson.
Man, that was a killer of a pick.
Yep.
I was laying it out there for someone to just knock it out of the park.
Uh-huh.
And Colby hit a dribbler back to the pitcher, and he was thrown out at first.
Wow. You know what, man? That comment really stabs me in the chest. And, man, he could run in some isotoners. What?
Let's see. No, that was Dan Marino that wore the isotoners. He could run in a Hertz rental car commercial.
Right.
Through the airport.
That's right. Never mind.
Hurdling seats.
I knew where you were going with that.
I mean, I remember that. So O.J. Simpson's team that his sponsor was called Hertz.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to see if that was there.
We can get into the O.J. Simpson joke series after the show if you want.
Yeah, it's fine.
Lance has missed our joke series episodes.
He has, and
Unfortunately.
Man, he's better for it.
Lemon vodka shots.
I mean, it's the wings, right?
And the wings.
Yeah.
I said the wings.
All right. I didn't hear it.
Yeah, and then I said something dollar bottle of bucket bottle. What the fuck am I doing right now?
I don't know, but you're having trouble mounting this horse.
Tim and Jenny go together like a horse and fairies.
This I tell.
What's happening?
I thought you would just go with like a cheese and hammy. I don't know.
Ooh, handy.
Yeah, right.
All right, let me do it over.
No. No. How fucking scary would that be if the Tyrannosaurus Rex also was just a big ass chicken that had the bone structure of that?
That laid an egg?
No, just. I mean, the lizard thing's already kind of scary, but if it was a big ass chicken that was just angry and ate meat, and then had the wildness of a chicken already, oh god, I'm out.
Colby, you know
Totally
what
out.
I think of when you say that?
What's that?
Prom night.
Because you ate chicken?
That was his date.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
In the way that Norm Macdonald would do any stories, I'm going to read you a headline. I'm not going to be able to do it near as good as him, but this is just my homage to him. Pawtucket man hospitalized after being stabbed in the Woodstocket. For those that are not knowledgeable of a human anatomy, the wood socket is where the wood goes.
What?
So this was in Woodsocket, Rhode Island. He was stabbed there. So that was my attempt, and I apologize to everybody. The Red Devils beaten off by Young Boys in the Wankdorf Stadium. This is a waste of our MFing time.
Hello, and welcome to this episode, ladies and gentlemen, of the Drunk Sports Podcast, live from Tailgaters in Plano. We hope you enjoyed that little retrospective of last week's show. If you weren't here, you missed it all because it was a good time.
Uh-huh.
I am your host, IndyCar Tim, the magical, the mystical Colby Sapp is here with me by my side.
Yep, I'm sure am.
And of course, live and in person, he's not just a video screen.
Hi, back.
Mr. Big Red.
Yes!
Hello, Big Red. What up?
Big Red.
Give it to me, Lance. Give it to me, Lance. Push. Give it to me, Lance.
Kiss off, Tim.
I will not indeed kiss off. I will kiss on.
What is there a difference in like kissing on and
I don't know
kissing
what that
off?
means.
Huh?
I don't know what that means.
Worry about what used to happen in the garage.
Whoa, yeah, we had lots of kissing ons in the garage.
I'm actually worried.
I'm sorry, Colby.
That's okay.
I think that's why KT never came to the garage.
Oh,
We invited him multiple times, and he said he'd be there, and he never showed up. I think he probably pulled up, and he saw what was going on in the garage, and he just kept on driving.
Maybe that's why Fish did show up.
Fish knew what was happening.
So what was happening in the garage was like the parts of Spartacus where you just don't watch?
Do you prefer chicken or fish?
You know what?
And Fish was like, I'll take the fish.
He was there.
Welcome to Tailgaters. Welcome to the Drunk Sports Podcast. Tailgaters, where they have 65-cent wings, bone in or bone out.
Speaking
variety.
of garages,
Someone
of
for
what?
the bone in, and some prefer the bone out.
I prefer the bone in and then out and then in and then out and then in and then out. And that's about all it takes.
right?
That's it.
I'm pretty much done.
We're it.
I guess that's it.
I mean, maybe.
It's a race and Timm wins.
Some are
Yeah.
in and
I always win the
some
race,
are out.
Uh-huh.
Colby. I always win the race. Ask Jenny.
It's not a race.
I mean,
We have all of the sports to get to, all of the NFL Week 2 action, and we're gonna do our picks against the spread for Week 3.
yep.
I
We're
never got the game. Sorry.
I don't send them ahead of time. Is this new to you? We've been doing this for 2 years now. The only time you ever got them sent to you is when you specifically asked, when I should have been shit pants, Tim, as Colby brought out.
Shit pants, Tim.
But I wasn't.
No.
We're going to go over continue our bracketology.
Yes.
As we did the finals last week, and Colby has made his Pro Bowl picks.
That's right. I've made a list of TV
And we all
theme
know
songs.
that everybody loves the Pro Bowl.
Well, you know,
Wow.
it's
Colby.
still football.
I'm sorry about Lance.
That's all right. That's all right. I got compared to the Pro Bowl because I actually
Lance
started
may
it
or
as
may
that.
not have had a beverage or two before the show started.
If you're a fan of the
12.
drunk part of the Drunk Sports Podcast, you're in for a treat tonight.
We've got you covered.
I'm your man.
We may have you covered, Brad. And then, of course, the Mystery Shotgun, your comic book movie news from Colby.
Damn right.
And, of course, the No Shirt Top 9 at 9, where I'm telling you right now, it's an hour away. The shirt's coming off, boys.
It's 40.
The shirt's coming off.
42 minutes away.
The shirt's coming off tonight for the top 9, No Shirt 9 at 9. Deanna's here.
Pants.
She already tried to give us blowjob shots, and we were doing the golf show.
Right.
We weren't even drunk yet.
Uh-huh.
I didn't get my buttery nipple ahead of time.
Right.
Stacy is already excited about it. I can see it in her face.
Both my nipples are indeed hard right now in anticipation of the buttery nipple shot.
Yep. Yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying. Would y'all like to see?
No, I'm
Oh,
good.
we'll save it for later.
Wait.
Yeah.
We're going to go over the best science fiction action movies according to ranker.com. And you boys will have take some exception to some of these. And then, of course, Colby Sapp's world-famous news and notes to wrap things up probably by about 2:30 in the morning.
Somewhere
one of
along
these,
that
dude.
lines.
As we used to do all the time in the garage, the show shots. Colby's Dr. Pepper, me Lance's. By the way, Deep Eddies, chilled,
Love you,
straight. Love you, brother.
Brought to you by
Big red, big
BetUS.com.
Damn it.
DSP125 is your promo code. All right.
Yes, as always, the Drunk Sports Podcast is brought to you by BetUS.com. The 3-decade leader, BetUS. Join us now for 125% bonus using the promo code DSP125. Or if you're into the crypto thing like Colby, DSP200 will get you a 200% crypto bonus at BetUS.com. You can bet sports, casinos, horses, pop culture, and more at BetUS.com. You bet, you win, you get paid, Colby. BetUS.com. Thank you, BetUS.
Thanks.
But yes, good times here at Tailgaters in Plano. Make sure you come out each Wednesday. Have fun with us. Hang out with us. Do some shots with us. But this is the Drunk Sports Podcast, boys.
So we got to jump on some sports.
Which means it's time for this.
And now it's time for Around the Sports.
Bet he
on
still
the
hadn't
Drunk
changed it.
Sports Podcast. Brought to you by your mom.
BetUS.com.
You just it's your voice. It's
Hey,
not
you know
like
what? I'm going to do one before I leave.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna
One
do
what?
before I leave. I'm gonna do the intro to that and fix it before I leave.
Yeah.
It should be interesting.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that
But
one.
it's not gonna be tonight. Because
Well, we're recording
we're
right
all
now. You want to
slurred
do it
together.
now?
It'll be all slurred together.
Slurred together.
Why not?
So, boys, week 2 of the NFL is in the books.
It is.
Some things went the way we thought they would go, and some other things did not go the way we thought they would go.
We're gonna go for picks now.
We're going to go over our week 3 power rankings because there are some changes, boys. At number 1, you have the Bucks, who were number 2 last week. Number 2, you have the Rams, who were number 4 last week. The Chiefs fall to number 3 after their loss to the Ravens. Of course, they were number 1 last week. 49ers move from number 7 to number 4. The Buffalo Bills stay at number 5. The Seahawks drop from 3 to 6. Your not Chicago, not St. Louis, not Phoenix, but Arizona Cardinals move up from 12 to 7.
Why did we have to go through 5 cities to get there?
That's where they've been.
We don't need to know where you've been, just where
Know
you
where
are.
they've been. This
I've
is a
been through a
history
lot
show.
of cities in the last couple of days.
We're not covering that.
Oh,
The Brownies move back from 6 to 8. The Ravens move up from 10 to 9. And they're rounding out your top 10, boys. The Las Vegas / Oakland / LA / back to Oakland / going back to Las
You really
Vegas
have to
Raiders.
do all
Holy
this?
Christ, can we just get to the name?
Go to
please?
number 10, all the way from number 19. Any guess where your Dallas Cowboys, who were number 13 last week, are?
13.
Probably 13 or 12.
Your Dallas Cowboys have not moved. They are still number 13. Would you like to know the 2 teams ahead of them after number 10?
Okay.
Any guesses?
The same ones that were there last week.
Well, I don't know who was there last week. I didn't do
don't
this.
know either. I
Any
didn't
guesses,
listen to you
Colby?
last
We
week.
got guesses
The 2 teams ahead of them that are not in the top 10.
that are not in the top 10. Crap. I don't know. Somebody said Green Bay. I don't think they're there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. They are there. Fine.
Sorry, I should be paying attention. Sorry, Brad. You
It's
win.
all right.
Yes, Green Bay is number 11. They were number 11 last week. The number 12 team that's ahead of the Cowboys this week was the number 8 team last week. They suffered a loss this week.
Yeah.
Their quarterback is a known rapist.
The Steelers.
How?
The Steelers have moved from number 8 to number 12
Okay,
ahead of the
so-
Cowboys.
All
I
right.
mean, the tape doesn't exist anymore, Tim. How can you prove that?
I didn't say I had to prove it. That's just my opinion.
Well, you said known.
Well, it's known among all of us.
Okay.
I know that girl.
Shit.
Do you?
I
Yeah,
don't.
go ahead.
Probably know. I probably do.
It's a girl. I probably know
It's
her.
a girl. I probably know who it is.
I've tried to give her my phone before.
So there's your top 10 in the NFL Week 3 power rankings.
There you have it.
Boys, covering the NFL this week, there were some more surprises. Along with we're going to do this every week for the entire year, the Does Trevor Lawrence Suck at Football watch. All right, because I maintain that he sucks at pro football.
No.
Because he
does
sucked
not.
in week 1, and you know what? He continued to suck in week 2 as the Jacksonville Trevor Lawrences fell to the Broncos 23-13. Your number 1 overall draft pick, who's supposed to know how to play football,
He does.
went 14 of 33 for 118 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. That's an average of 3.6 yards per pass. And a quarterback rating of 37.2, Colby and Lance.
Well, here, first of all, let me point this out. Other quarterbacks that were highly drafted, or not even highly drafted, but they went through and they started their first 2 games as rookies. The quarterbacks that have had 5 to 6 interceptions in their first 2 games include the likes of
Troy Aikman?
Peyton Manning,
We're not talking about that right now.
and I believe Troy's on that
Yeah,
list.
he is. We're not talking about that
Troy
right now.
Aikman be thrown in.
And
Talking about
in fact, that list tells you that the guys that come in with the gumption to just throw that ball and they'll learn how to get it there
Sling
later,
it.
and they got the cojones to do that, end up being good. So I'm going to still say
all right.
that your little travel through the Trevor Lawrence sucks category will be proven to be wrong faster than it will be proven to be right.
By the way, who knew that Teddy Bridgewater knew how to play football?
I mean, I kind of did.
I think we have to give.
Did you?
Yeah. I think we have to give him 8 weeks before we figure out if
Trevor
Urban Meyer
Lawrence
has
but he plays for the greatest head coach of all time, according to most people.
Well, no, maybe college, but no, he's proven to not be able to really.
At the same time, you got to get Urban Meyer a little bit of time to figure out if he knows what he's doing, and if not, after 6 weeks, Urban Meyer starts getting asked questions again about college openings, then maybe
he's not going to USC.
I'm just saying.
No, Dion will go to USC before he does.
I'm just saying maybe Urban Meyer's those questions start opening up a little bit more often, and we have something to talk about.
Well, he's clearly not a pro coach. He sucks. He's sucked at college.
It's been 2 weeks, Tim.
I can't stand Urban Meyer.
Calm your panties. Shit.
He needs to go back to not even Ohio State. He needs to go back to Ohio.
Moses.
Miami of Ohio is where he needs to go coach.
David, Peter. We just naming biblical characters.
I'm
okay.
More surprises from week 2. The Washington football team defense still sucks. They allowed 391 yards to the New York Football Giants. They won by 1 point, 30-29. Taylor Heineke looks pretty good, though, as a quarterback, 34-46 for 336 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 pick. By the way, his counterpart in that game, Daniel Jones, the future Hall of Famer.
No.
22-32, 249 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions on the day.
I will put
his ticket.
I will put a futures bet on
to the Hall of
Fame.
Fame.
He never makes the Hall of Fame.
He will, but not as a
futures
Giant.
Wheel of Misfortune bet on that he never makes the Hall of Fame.
I was a little surprised by the Bills and Dolphins score as the Bills shut out the Dolphins 35-0. Tua lasted just 2 series before he was knocked out on a failed 4th down conversion at midfield in concussion protocol. We realized again after watching Indianapolis Colts games previously that Jacoby Brissett still sucks as a quarterback.
Yeah.
So, man, I picked Miami to win that division. If Tua's hurt, they might have a better chance.
Tua has a broken
not if
rib, and he
Jacoby's
is not playing
Brissett's
this
the quarterback.
week.
He has what?
He has a broken rib, and he is not playing this
What a
week.
pussy! I swear to God.
If
How
that
many
was
broken
Tony,
ribs I played with?
if that was Tony Romo, he'd be out there,
If that was Tony Romo, he'd have a broken back,
and he'd still be out there,
and he'd have a broken back.
and he'd still be better.
Oh,
than
Dak
Tua.
would be starting for him.
They don't have Dak.
That's true. Nobody does except us.
Mhm.
We ain't got him.
I was a little surprised by the San Francisco 49ers beating the Philadelphia Eagles 17-11. I was a little surprised after what I saw from the Eagles in week 1. Jalen Hurts came back down to earth, 12 of 23 for 190 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Although
Just don't think it's that good.
He did have 10 carries for 82 yards with 1 touchdown and a long run of 27 yards. Maybe he should be a running back.
No, I mean, do we think that it's Hurts, or we still think that Philly coach doesn't actually know what he's doing?
Who's Nick
Then there's that.
Castanella? Dan Castanella? Isn't that one of the voices on The Simpsons?
And that's the voice of
Who's the coach?
Homer. Isn't his name something Secretary or something?
Secretariat?
Yeah.
Is there a horse
Go
coaching
nuts.
the Eagles?
Maybe.
That'd probably be better if a horse was coaching the Eagles. The Raiders 26, the Steelers 27, boys.
Do you realize, and I heard this on the KNC Masterpiece today, that the new Las Vegas Raiders have blitzed a total of once
On defense?
a game.
Wow.
They are getting pressure where their front four, which, you know, when you look at their front four, you're like,
That's
hey,
solid,
man,
dude.
it's pretty solid, but
That's
it's
solid.
Is that Chucky coaching them up?
No. But
I mean, every place that he has been, that D line, where whatever it is,
Right.
has got after it.
So I mean,
well, we know it's not Mike Mayock because he's an idiot.
so
As
with
the
that
GM.
being said, we've also heard that on G-Bag today that Chucky has a hard time getting along with anybody.
This is true.
Right. So with just
Hey man, maybe your head coach doesn't have to get along with everybody.
Well, he's got a 10-year contract.
Maybe he just needs to kick it.
Jimmy didn't get along with everybody.
What?
He's pretty good,
right? And
he won a couple of Super
I
Bowls,
don't
actually
think
3.
Is Chucky halfway through his contract yet?
No, 10-year contract. This is what, year 4?
I think it's 4.
Let's see. Vikings 33, Cardinals 34. By the way, Colby, I know that I told you to log on to the Bluetooth here, but I need it quickly.
Okay.
Quickly, huge.
So you want me to unlog?
Because I have some audio to play that I forgot about here. Yes, I need you to unlog so I can relog, and then I'll need you to relog after I unlog and relog and then unlog again. Because, boys, we have some audio from that Cardinals and Vikings game. Are you guys aware that the Vikings missed a field goal at the end of the game to win? That would have won the game.
Somebody else missed a field goal besides the Cowboys?
Hey,
Well, the Vikings don't have a kicker. They cut Dan Campbell?
Mhm.
Dan Bailey, sorry. They didn't cut Dan Campbell because he's a head coach now. That'd be weird if they cut a head coach that's a head coach for another team.
Right.
It may be time to cut him too.
No, not yet.
I'm telling you, hey, the during the game, whenever he made the attempt at the 4th down conversion early on in the second half,
Who are you talking about?
Dan Campbell,
The Lions game?
yes, that may have been the turning point of the entire game. They had some momentum going, and they went for the 4th down when they probably shouldn't have. Take the 3, and they didn't, and it changed the entire game.
So the Vikings missed, and it's not Dan Bailey anymore. It's some dude named Joseph, who missed the field goal by about 7 to 8 to 10 feet. Wide right. We'll call it wide right, all right?
All right.
However, the radio play-by-play of the Vikings
Awesome.
clearly saw it differently.
Awesome.
As I can pull it up here. Give me a second.
Can you?
Working through it.
It is gone! No, he missed it. Good. Are you kidding me? He missed it right. He missed it right. Oh, my heavens. Oh, my. He missed it right. What a gut punch to a team. Ball that play after play.
Gut punch to a team.
No, he missed it right.
He missed it by like a foot.
Oh, no, it was at least 10 feet wide.
High snap, put down. Joseph, come on! It is gone!
No.
It's no good. Are you kidding me, Mr.
Oh, I mean, he missed it.
he missed it. Yeah.
Gut punch to a team. No. Imagine you're the diehard Vikings fan that had to go on some kind of grocery trip because your wife just had to have this certain thing that had to be done. And so you're in the effing car, right? And you're sitting there waiting on her ass to come rolling out with that grocery cart. And because she made you go to the damn grocery store during a football game, you know she has her own bags that she wants the baggage boy to go ahead and put that stuff in there because she doesn't want to recycle the paper bags. And you're sitting there waiting on her, and you look, and she's rolling out, and all of a sudden, here's the field goal kick. Here it is. It's good. And hands are up in the air, and you're like, yeah, they missed it.
Dude, can you imagine the roller coaster ride that the radio fans of the Vikings felt as they heard him announce, it's good, and they're all like, yeah, they're all drunk and high-five, and they're like, oh, wait, it's wide right. And then they're all like, wait, what?
That is the exact same thing as if you were to totally stretch out and have every bit of your muscles just stretched as far as they could, and then somebody kicks you in the nuts.
Colby, you're a professional. You went to American Broadcasting School, a very fine institution that teaches this art.
Yeah, which did the Timm.
Have you ever done play-by-play for anywhere?
I have done play-by-play there at the school, and that was really only it.
Can you imagine making that mistake on the air?
You know what? I can't. I really can't. That somehow you were so ready and so sure. This guy was so sure it was going through that he didn't. I don't even think he looked. I think
no way.
I think he was just trying to cast it out to be good.
Right. So I did.
He was just so ready to go. Oh man, I've got a good call for this. Can you? I feel it in my bones. It's good.
I called games in the early '90s for Mesquite Schools Radio over there at 88.5 KEOM. I called baseball games and I called Mesquite Schools football games, Mesquite Poteet in particular.
Did you just say the station was called K-Mom?
KEOM.
Okay, never mind.
Clem.
And I cannot, as a former play-by-play professional, I cannot imagine. Well, I was so scared at the time to make a mistake on the air. Like I even waited. I knew it was radio.
Right.
Nobody's watching. I might have been like 10 seconds behind the action. I wanted to make sure it was right, whatever I said. So, dude, that would be mortifying for me. Especially at the end of the game, a kick that would have won the game that you called incorrectly. I can't even imagine.
Well, there's the thing about me is every time that I've ever broadcasted, you know what I'm not scared of? Making a mistake.
That's true, Colby, and I'm not scared anymore. I make all of the mistakes all the time.
The only thing I've ever broadcasted is Timm taking a shot.
And you did play-by-play very well of that, sir. Yeah, you called it accurately.
May or may not have.
The drink is there, it's down, and it's good.
It's good.
He didn't.
No.
That was a Kevin Harlan quality call, sir.
You got to dribble.
No, he didn't. He missed
Didn't
it.
dribble. I just did the whole shot.
He missed it left.
Of course, the Saints and the Panthers, 26-7. Jameis Winston comes back down to earth and shows his true colors. 11-22, 111 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks. Sam Darnold was the MPV. He was the multi-purpose vehicle of that game.
That's right. I'm going to start calling that instead of SUVs, man. Hey, look at that MPV. That what?
By the way, the Panthers under Sam Darnold are 2-0 as he went 26-38, 305 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
For real?
Is it? Was it the Jets? Was it the team that he played for? Like everyone thought? Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
And of course, your Cowboys win 20-17 over the Chargers.
Thank you, referees.
Dear
sweet God.
No thanks to the coaching staff.
Makeups from last week?
I think so.
No thanks to the coaching staff who tried to give the game away in the last 36 seconds.
Dude,
they couldn't see the clock.
Stop.
Kellen couldn't see the clock.
Stop.
McCarthy couldn't see the clock.
Stop. I ain't buying any of that bullshit. Stop.
Good morning to you.
Stop. No, stop.
There's no way to keep time in your head once you've seen the clock.
You can't buy that bullshit at the
36
goddamn
seconds
store.
left in the game.
Stop.
You have a timeout, and you run, Colby,
I'm
2
done.
plays.
No.
By the way, one of those is an out pattern that runs out of bounds to Cedric Wilson.
Yeah, nobody over there has a watch or.
And everyone's cool with the 56-yard field goal from your kicker who missed 2 of 3 in the week before.
Somebody steps in front of somebody steps in front of the clock and you can't see it. Oh, there's a camera there. I can't see it.
Bullshit.
No.
There's no way, even though all of them are staring at
I was
iPad,
warned. I was
Microsoft
warned.
First.
I was
tablets.
warned.
You
We
got
were
to be
all
first.
warned.
There's no way. All of them are staring at their Microsoft tablets. There's no way to have an app on that damn
There's
thing
Surface tablets, sir.
Absolutely not. Those
that
not.
can put the game clock up there. There's
No. Absolutely
fucking
not.
chance.
God, did I light a candle here or what?
No. There's
I don't even know
absolutely
what's happening right now.
no way to see how much time's left on the
You might want to
clock.
play Monopoly.
Yeah, I want the thimble.
I get the race car.
I get the
Always a
hat.
race car. I bet you do, sir.
Oh man, see, I normally pick the thimble because it's normally the fight over the battleship, but that's cool.
But he wants a battleship.
I'll take the battleship.
The battleship's going
Pretty
down.
sneaky, sis. Oh, that was Connect 4.
I mean, yeah.
All right, boys. That's enough around the NFL. We're getting heated. We don't need to be heated.
The Drug Sports Podcast.